Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another day of Kit Conspiracy. This is the last day for this kit, which is the Cocoa Vanilla No Limits collection. And I've been working all week with this kit, but I've been using the photos that were from the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. And today I am not using photos from that. I'm using 3 photos of my son's bedroom. We redid his room when he was about 10 or 11 years old and painted his walls. It's like this, you can see in the photo, the green on the bottom with a big white stripe and blue on the top. And the green is one of his favorite colors. He really loves lime green. That's like his favorite color. And so I wanted to document that we did this. He got a new, actually I don't think the bed was no, the bed was new. He got a new bed as well. It's a loft bed, and then it's got a desk underneath, which worked out great for him because his room was not very big, and it gave him a place to work on his schoolwork if he needed it. And so it was just the right thing at the right time. So I am documenting that, and then I am using this black paper with all these stars on it, and I thought I would pull in some acrylic from MK's shop. And I went back and forth on whether I wanted to use the white or the black acrylic. I end up going with the black, the moon and the stars, and I thought that was perfect because I think of bedrooms, I think of sleeping. So I thought that was just a good match for this particular layout. Now I am going through the ephemera pack and I am checking out what I want to work on. As you saw at the beginning there, most of the pieces that are on the layout so far are from the cut apart sheet. It's not from the actual ephemera pack, but I do know I want to pull in some pieces like that globe and the hand giving the peace sign. So I thought those would go really well. A lot of this collection has stuff that is more in a teal blue or teal green versus the blue that is on the wall. So I wanted to go ahead and find some pieces that I thought played a little bit better with that blue. So there are a handful of items that worked really well. They're not quite as green. And so that is what I was looking for and pulling in for this particular layout. Now I wasn't sure if I wanted that little rocket ship to show on that card that I'm messing around with right now. So I moved it back and forth just to kind of play with it. I also wasn't sure of the position of the moon. Like maybe it should be a little bit more rotated clockwise, but it worked really well on the layout in this particular location and I don't know, rotation. So I decided to go ahead and just leave it. I'm not sure how, if that's like the best or not, but I decided to go for it. Now I'm using these kind of thickers. They're not really thicker brand. I don't know what brand they are. And I am going to do my title out of those. I thought about using that one wowza because like that's a pretty bright bedroom, but I don't know. That is not a word I normally say, and I just felt like wowza is a little bit weird. So I thought about it and I was like, no, I can't put that on this layout. So my title is going to be A Room to Relax and Chill. So actually, it just says room to relax and chill. So I am using relax and chill off of that sticker sheet, and then I will hand write room to and the word and in Sharpie on the layout. I could have probably stamped it because I probably have stamps with those words on it, and it probably would have worked fine. But I was doing this kind of late at night and I didn't want to go and find the ink that would work best because it's going to be right on top of the photo. And because my photos are a little glossy, I didn't want to use an ink that took a long time to dry. I wanted something that was going to be permanent and wouldn't smudge. And so I didn't want to mess around with it. So I just went with my Sharpie. And it works. I did pop that little hand up onto some foam tape. I did not pop the little square or rectangle in the upper right hand corner onto foam because the star is going over the top of it, and I did not pop the globe up onto any foam either. So kind of leaving those flat and then just figuring out where those stars go. Sometimes I have a hard time with the open stars or hearts because I feel like they shouldn't be where the two papers join, because then you have a line through your star or heart. So I'm trying to just be a little bit more relaxed about that and not worry about it so much and go with the flow. So I don't know, maybe that's just me, but and I don't mind it on other people's layouts. I don't know why I have such a hard time doing it, but I am going to go ahead and go with it this time and see what happens. I will have to use some liquid glue to adhere those stars that are open. I'm going to use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive and hope that everything stays stuck. I feel like sometimes with things that are not porous, they are likely to pop off the page, but those stars are just way too thin of a surface to put any glue dots on. So any of the solid ones, I'm just using Zot's Bling or glue dots to put on, depending on which package I happen to pick up and what size. But those open ones, I definitely have to use the liquid glue. So that's what I am working with and hoping that it all stays. I don't know if any of you guys have trouble keeping things on your layouts like that, like acrylic pieces, if you've just used liquid glue, or if that's been an issue for you or not. So let me know down below if that's ever been an issue for you. I'm curious to know if it's been an issue. So here I am just going to write down those extra words, and then I will go back in and put a second coat on them to darken them up just a little bit more. I am going to add a few of the epoxy pieces from the center of the button pack. I have a hard time using the buttons when they are, like, the actual button is still in play, so I usually just pop the epoxy from the back. I use my tweezers and stick it through the hole from the back and pop the epoxy piece out and use it that way, kind of like a larger enamel dot. It's a less bulky, and that's really the problem that I feel that the buttons add, is the bulk, which is kind of weird because I don't think they're actually too much more bulky than any of the other acrylic or wood that I use, but in my mind, I don't know. I think also because they have foam on the back, I usually peel that off if I do use the wood button. So I'm adding a little bit of splatter here with the Dina Wakley gloss spray, the media gloss spray in Lime, Evergreen, and Ocean. I will put links to these products down below for you in case you're interested in picking up anything like that. And I really like the added color that this adds to this black background paper. I'm trying to get a few bigger splotches there. That's why I'm kind of holding it more straight up and down. So there's the completed layout. Don't forget to go see if MK has anything for you today. I don't know that she will, because today is a bonus layout, so she may or may not. And I'll be back tomorrow with a kit share for next week's kit. This will be our third week, and I'm not giving you any spoiler alerts as to what it is, but you should come back and check it out tomorrow, and then maybe play along if you can during the week, or just come back and watch. If you enjoyed this video, I wouldn't mind a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe also. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.